In this video, I'm going to show you how to price your bundle items. So in the last video, I showed you exactly where you should be creating your bundle listings. And I just want to add a little extra thing in there, is that when you look at the Amazon side of it, when you're looking at frequently bought together, make sure you make a note of it, of the suggested listings, so you can actually always go back and track to it which items you want to go ahead and source in from CJ Dropshipping. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to price it and why the pricing strategy works the way it does. So let's just say, for example, in a few videos ago when I was showing you how to list items, I was showing you how to price items as well. You should be putting at least a minimum markup of at least 40% on there. And I also explained to you that when you're using CJ Dropshipping as a supplier, you want to use Norway as a reference point, because Norway is kind of the middle. I've done all the research, and Norway is kind of the middle mark when it comes to pricing. So there may be some countries that might cost more to sell to, and there might be some countries that cost slightly less, but because Norway is in the middle, it will be the best reference point to use as a pricing strategy. So let's just say, for argument's sake, if we purchased one of these products, each one will cost us $2.42, and it will cost us $3.92 for shipping. So if I bring the calculator over here, $2.42 plus $3.92, it shows over here that the total is $6.34. As you can see over here, $6.34. And then from there, that is the cost of that will be approximately the cost of our item, the cost to us. So we want to put a markup on there. So if we put a markup of 40%, which is times it by 1.4, we should be listing this item for a minimum of $8.88. So as you can see over here, I listed each item for $8.88. However, technically speaking, right, if someone was to buy the 4-cap set, technically speaking, I should really be selling this. If I times it by 4, I should be selling it for $35.52, as I show here. But how am I able to price this at $23.25? Well, the reason being is when you send an item out from CJ Dropshipping, when you dropship an order from there, you're going to pay for shipping for each individual item. However, if you sell items together all to one address and then you sell it as a set, right? What you're actually doing is you're going to be sending everything out together in one package. So rather than paying 4 sets of shipping costs, you're only going to be paying 1 set of shipping costs. And this is where you're going to be able to save money, and you're going to be able to price these sets very, very competitively. So let me give you an example. So let's just say if I add this to the cart, this to the cart, this to the cart, and this to the cart, right? I'm going to go ahead and add all 4 of them to the cart. And then I'm going to show you on the next screen what it totals to. So over here, each item cost me $2.42, $2.42, $2.42, and then it will cost $9.68 in total over here. Okay, so that's for all 4 items. Now, the shipping address at the bottom of the screen, as you can see over here, I've put a Norway address. Now, the way to find a Norway address, you can just make one up. And what I actually did was I looked for the capital of Norway, I think, which is Oslo. And then I looked for businesses around Oslo, and then I found a business directory, and then I searched up the address, and then I just added that address to my address list. And the only reason I've added that to my address list is just so I can use it as a reference point when I am calculating shipping. So let's just say I've added all 4 of these to the basket now. And then I'm going to say, for example, send it to this address. Let's assume that we're only going to send it to this address just so I can figure out the shipping cost. And then what I'll do is I'm going to add it as e-packet. And as you can see, the total shipping cost for this item will be $6.92. So the total, the 4 products plus the 1 shipping cost, because I'm sending it out all to one address, will cost me $16.60. So instead of me paying 4 sets of shipping costs, I'm only going to be paying for 1 set of shipping costs because I'm going to send it to all to one address. What actually happens is when you add items to basket and you send them all to one address, what CJ does is CJ brings all these items into its warehouse first, and then it puts it all together as one package, and then it sends it out to that one address, which is really good because when you send it as a set and someone purchases it as a set, they're going to only get one. It's only going to be one order on eBay. So you can only provide 1 tracking number. See, for those guys that are drop shipping from AliExpress, they can't do that because they may be getting 4 different tracking numbers for 4 different products, and they can only add the 1 tracking number onto eBay. So this is going to be really helpful to you guys as well. And also they're going to be paying for 4 sets of shipping costs while you're only going to be paying for 1. So this is where you're going to be able to price your item very competitively. So what we can actually do is, if we was to the total cost for us is $16.60, and if we put a 40% markup on there, we can actually be selling this product for a minimum of $23.24. So as you can see, if I put the 4 cap set on my variation, I've listed it for $23.25, and that's how I've been able to list it very competitively. Now this video will only make sense to you if you have watched every single video previously. This is why I say towards the start of the program is to go through the whole course first, because there will be times where questions may come up and they may be answered later, or questions may come up now which may have already been answered previously. So my advice to you will be to go through the whole course before you actually start drop shipping. And now that you know how to create bundle listings, now that you know why you're going to be saving money on the shipping, you're going to be able to create some really competitive listings, especially with these bundle sets. If this video hasn't made full sense to you, you can certainly go back and watch it again, make some notes. I know it's a lot of information to take in, but you do also have the Facebook group, the members only Facebook group, and the members only chat. So feel free to post in there if you do need some additional support. Let's go over to the next video.